Hello guys, welcome to our channel and welcome to the game development series using Python Pygame. In this tutorial we are going to bleed our spaceship on our game window screen, which means we are going to have our spaceship in our game window screen at the end of this tutorial. So it is going to be really excited. So let's just get started. We are going to open our Visual Studio Code. In the previous session we have defined this function game loop, and now we are going to do the coding in this function. So before bleeding the spaceship on the game window screen, we are going to bleed our background on the screen. So before bleed anything, we need to load the image first. So we are going to use pygame.image dot load functionality, and it is going to take one parameter and it is going to be the path of an image. So /img /bg dot jpg. As you can see over here, it is bg.jpg. So that is a full path, and we are going to save it into the variable. Let's just call it bg1. Okay. At the end, we are going to type .convert alpha. So before moving forward, let's just talk about this convert alpha. It is used to create a new copy of the surface with a desired pixel format. When we are constantly beating the images on the screen, it is going to make a game slow. So avoid that. We are using this functionality. When we are using this variable into our while infinite function, for example, we are just using this one image, but when we are making bigger project, we are going to use more than one image. So when we are our while infinite loop is iterate our code more than one image, it is going to slow down the game. So to avoid that, we are using this function. Okay. So moving forward, now we are going to scale the image. We are going to scale the image into our desired height and width. So for that, we are going to use Pygame inbuilt functionality called pygame.transform.scale. Pygame.transform.scale. Okay. And we are going to pass two parameters. First is the image you want to transform. It is going to be a bg1, and the height and width. Let's just pass the height and width of the screen. First it's going to be a width. We have already stored it into the variables, so just need to pass it into the parentheses. Don't forget the parentheses. Okay, and store it into the variable called bg. So that is it. Now we are able to use this variable into the while loop. Always remember, when you are coding into the while loop, always do before this line of code pygame.display.update. Okay. We are going to bleed that background image on the game window screen. So let's just call game window dot bleed, and this bleed function is going to take two parameters. First is going to be the image you want to bleed. In our case, it is going to be the bg, and the x and y coordinate of the image. Where do you want to bleed this image? Okay, so this is going to be 0 0. We are going to pass the variable 0 0 for the x and y coordinate. Okay, and now we are going to save this file and run the program. Let's see what is going on. So we have got our background image. It is looking good. We don't need this line for now, so we are just going to comment out this one. Okay, now we are going to do the same with a spaceship. Going to make a variable called spaceship1 ship1, Going to do the same thing. First we are going to load the image. Going to give it a full path, img slash spaceship dot png. Okay, also use convert alpha for this one too. Now going to scale this image, and we are going to save it into the variable called spaceship. Pygame dot transform dot scale. Okay, going to pass the image name spaceship 1 and height and width, which is going to be, let's just say 70 for now. We can change it if we want. Now I want to make some variable regarding the spaceship, like so x coordinate of the spaceship. Let's just call it spaceship x. For now I am going to pass 0 value to all the these parameters, sorry, variables. Spaceship y is going to be the y coordinate of the spaceship, and I also need velocity of the x and velocity of the y. Okay, velocity of the y and just velocity. We are going to use all of these variable, but right now just I am just making this variable, not giving any value to this, just passing 0 0. Now we are going to use the spaceship function into the while loop. Okay, we are going to pass it over here. So game window dot blit is going to require two parameters. First is going to be the image, which is our spaceship. Second is going to be the coordinates. How we are going to define the coordinates? We are going to define it by try and error method, but right now just we are going to pass the spaceship x and y. Okay, spaceship x and spaceship y, and we are going to put some value over here in, let's just for example 350 in a pixel, and let's just call it 380. Okay, we are going to try this value, save the file and run. And as you can see, we are able to see the spaceship. Let me change the background. Our background is dark and our spaceship is black, so we are not able to see it clearly. So let's comment out this line and comment this one, and the color is white. Okay. Now we are going to, okay, there we go. Now we are able to see the spaceship, but I think it is not in a middle, so let's just change some value. Okay, let's 380 and 400. I think we are, yes, we are good to go now. It is look like our spaceship is in the middle of the screen now. Okay, so we are good for now. Remember guys, splitting the multiple images on the screen is little bit tricky. So always remember our while loop is going to iterate our code line by line. So you have to put background image first and then put the specific image. Otherwise you are not going to see the specific on the screen. Let me show you. If we change this line, now you can see we have blit first the specific and then we have filled the background color with white. So when we are doing this and we save the file and run the code, then we are not going to see our specific. As you can see, our specific is gone because while loop is going to iterate line by line. In this case, first we have blit the specific and then we have blit the background image. So we are not able to see the specific. So always remember, okay? We need to change these lines again. And we are going to save the file and run again. Okay, so we are able to see the specific now. So always remember. So that is all for this video guys. I hope you get my point. If you like the video, then press the like button and subscribe to our channel, and if you have any query, then tell us about it on a comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.